Popdust presents. And this is my new single, Hurt by You. See this somewhere, you walk down the hallway. I try to stop you, but you don't wait. It's exactly what I was afraid of. You don't love me anymore. And I know the part where you say you're unfaithful, sitting at the kitchen table. In that moment in between I love and then I hate you. I'm not sure why that isn't stopping me. So come sweep me off my feet, 'cause I wanna give you all that I got, and I wanna believe we'll defy all the odds. And I hope it don't hurt me, but oh, if you do, it'll be worth getting hurt by you. Everybody's got their own opinion, and I hate it but admit it. It's like they think that you and I are somehow different from anyone else. And I give myself but only giving fractions. This is not what I imagined. Gotta put myself out on the line and see what happens before I give up. But that isn't stopping me. Oh, so come sweep me off my feet, 'cause I wanna give you all that I got, and I wanna believe we'll defy all the odds. And I hope it don't hurt me, but oh, if you do, it'll be worth getting hurt by you. I could've wondered, will our love survive? Oh, but what a waste of time. I wanna give you all that I got, and I wanna we'll defy all the odds. And I hope it don't hurt me, but oh, if you do, it will be worth getting hurt by you. Getting hurt by you. Getting hurt by you. By you.
Woo!
Thank you!
Hi, welcome to Popdust Presents. I'm sitting here with Emily Warren, amazing Grammy Award-winning songwriter, artist, performer, entrepreneur, and you just performed for us your new single, Hurt by You, which was awesome.
Thank you.
So definitely encourage people to check that out online. What was the inspiration by the song?
I wrote that about my boyfriend that I'm with currently. It was early on in the relationship, and I was having a conversation with my friends that I wrote it with, and talking about how going into the relationship, I was thinking about how relationships are doomed, because in my head, like, the only relationship that I know that lasted was my grandparents, just because people get divorced or they become unhappy or they cheat on each other. And so it was really holding me back when I was first falling in love with him, because I kept thinking in my head, alright, if I'm vulnerable with this person, I'm going to get hurt. But this song is kind of a reminder to not let that get in the way, because it's worth being vulnerable.
That's really beautiful.
The right person.
Is there a name for the album yet?
No.
Okay, because I have some ideas.
What you got?
Like, Emily Warren, Unwarranted.
That's funny you say that.
You know?
My publishing company is called Under Warranty.
Ah, see?
Puns.
EW, those are your initials. It's
Ew.
EW. Well, we could go that direction. Or then there's a mirror. You see the mirror image and it says we. Because you are a reflection of the collective.
This guy.
And you see, it's like, what?
I can promise you that everything that I say on the album is going to be real and true and honest from my own experience. That's kind of why I'm doing my own stuff now versus writing with other people's, because it's time for me to tell my story.
So you've written a bunch of things. To name a few, you have, Don't Let Me Down with the Chainsmokers, which is probably my most replayed song on
sick.
Spotify of last year.
Thank you for the plays.
And that won the Grammy, right, for Best Dance Song.
Yeah.
And in my head, Best Singing in the Shower Song.
Thank you. I wish there was a Grammy for that.
Well, forget the Grammys. I'm thinking about launching a whole Popdust Awards thing where we give away the Dusties, and I'm gonna nominate you for best singing in the shower song. So tell me a bit about what it's like to write with these people and these artists, and then hear the lyrics on the radio.
That's the craziest feeling ever. I mean, I remember when I first heard Don't Let Me Down on the radio, and people were texting me that they'd been hearing it, and then I was driving, me and my friend were driving through Sequoia, and we heard it, and it's like a quiet national park, we both rolled down the windows and we're like screaming, but it's nuts. It's I think what always gets me to think about is, like, if you told, like, 15-year-old me, you're gonna write a song that's gonna be on Z100, I'd have been like, nah. I was a teen girl, and so I needed to go home and write to deal with whatever was going on at school, and that's kind of it surprises me all the time, and I'm in a bad mood if I just sit down and play or write or sing or whatever. I'm like cured. Are
these songs you write for other people? Are they telling you sort of what they're hoping to get out of it, or how does that work?
It drives some people nuts at first, but the sessions with me are like full therapy. Like, I want to know everything that's going on with them and what's bothering them and if they love anyone or anything. And once they fully open up, I always find that that's where the song idea comes from.
Did you attend NYU? Is that true?
Did.
I did as well.
What?
Yeah, that's
What's
crazy.
cool?
Steinhardt, mostly.
Nice. Music?
I did take one class in the Clive Davis program, but I was media culture and communications, because I was like, chasing my dreams. I would rather host Popdust Presents.
I had a lot of amazing classes at Clive. We had classes like audio ear training where the whole class was they blast white noise in the room and then pull a frequency out, and you had to know what it was, which, like, going into a room and knowing things like that as a songwriter and a girl, might I add, is always like mind-blowing, and it helps people take you more seriously when you're like, well, maybe you should pull out the 44 kilohertz. And they're like, what?
That's also you're involved with the production as well.
Not really in sessions. I just prefer to kind of focus on the writing, but I can do vocal production, and I do that for myself sometimes.
Now, are you still New York based, or are you LA based?
I don't have a home.
Ah.
3 years strong, homeless.
Wow.
It's great though, but it's by choice, and I'm between here and London and LA, just kind of like writing wherever and moving out.
And so that's like hitting up different studios around there?
Yeah, I think for me, you get a totally different vibe when you're writing in LA versus writing in London versus writing in New York. I think the music scenes are really different, so it just keeps it really fresh, and there's super talented people in all the places, so it's hard for me to like settle down and not see the other people. So
you mentioned vibe. Like, how would you characterize the vibe of your music?
When you're going through something and you hear a song that's like describing exactly what you're going through, and then you feel kind of less alone and less small. So I work with people. I've worked with people who are super abstract and poetic in their lyrics, which is amazing to me also. But I just like to take a more conversational, straightforward approach, because I want it to be like clear what the song's about, and the storytelling be really clear so that people can relate to it.
You're like some songwriting idols.
I love John Mayer's songwriting. I love Amy Winehouse. I love the Beatles.
Absolutely.
I love And then I love like all the jazz standards, like the Ella Fitzgerald and Etta James songs, and just because all those songs have great storytelling in them, and to me, like, lyrics are number one.
There's some like Regina Spektor in there, no?
Great call, yes. We were actually just listening to Regina Spektor the other day. She's the craziest songwriter.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
joining us on Popdust. It's really cool. Popdust.
I'm on tour right now with the Chainsmokers, and we went to Memphis, and we were, my friend who is a photographer was with me for the day, just kind of like following me around. And we went to take a tour of Sun Studios, which is where Elvis Presley and Johnny Cash got their start. And we're taking this tour, and they like don't let you touch anything, but you could go into the studio room. And my friend, the photographer Blythe, was like, this would be a really cool place to shoot a music video. And we're like, all right, let's just like, no harm in asking the guy. So we go ask him, we're like, can we come back after the show at midnight and shoot a music video here? And he was like, yeah. We're like, what? So he was like, yeah, I'll have cold beers ready. So he came back at midnight, and they let me play Elvis's piano and sing into the mic and everything. So
wow.
It was funny and fun, but also like I had a moment where I was like,
that's so cool.
it's really sick. So that's coming soon.
And the lesson there is just ask for what you want, right?
Go check out my single Hurt By You, and if you want, you can follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Emily Warren with 4 N's.